In this tutorial, we're going to start building characters using Adobe Fuse. Adobe Fuse is a free download that you can get by subscribing to the Adobe Creative Cloud, and then it will let you download it. Now, the important thing that we're going to be doing here is actually creating a character and putting it into the Mixamo online service to animate it. Now, it's really important that you ensure that you have the same account for Creative Cloud and you're using that with Fuse and Mixamo. If you log in somehow different places with different IDs, which I managed to do one day, it won't accept your characters from Fuse. Anyway, let's get started. So first of all, you'll see this view. Now in this window here, we're going to have a 3D model where we're going to build it. And we build the characters using all the little body parts that are supplied. Okay, so you can see over on the right here that we have a whole bunch of head models that we can select from. Okay, so let's build this girl here. So I select the head and then it will load it in for me. At this point, you can actually rotate it around. If you want to pan, you can press the P key. And if you want to rotate, you can press the R key to change back into the different modes. Both those modes are also over here. You've also got a camera centering mode that you can click on there, and one for selecting items. And most of them you don't need to switch back and forward. I use the rotational one and the panning one quite a lot when I'm first creating the character, because you want to kind of move them up and down and be able to rotate it quite quickly, and it's much quicker if you use the shortcut keys. Now if you want to know what those shortcut keys are, we can find them under the edit menu at the top here. Oops, and you'll see them written down the right hand side as to what they do. Very, very simple. Okay, so let's just center that camera back on the head. Now it's time to add the torso. Fuse actually takes you through this whole process by presenting you with the next thing you need, so that you don't really have to guess what you're doing. Now, this female body probably would go best with, let's say, this female body here, female scan 1, but that doesn't mean you can't put any other body on here. So you could put a male torso onto the female head, as you can see I've done here. And you can mix and match the arms as well. But let's just create a more natural, I guess, looking character, and we'll give her a female torso, and then we'll add on some legs, and finally we will have the arms. Now the body parts that all fit together into the same model, so the ones that were together originally before they were dissected in Fuse, are named the same. So this is female scan 4 and all her parts named with female scan 4, so that you can find them easily if you want to keep a consistent looking character. Next, you have the option to customize. So if you go into the customize tab, you'll be able to change the length and thicknesses of all the different body parts, and you can see them here. So I can go to, say, head. The head options, you can change the brows. Might not be able to see them there. Let me just get in closer. Like that. Widen them. Put them in or out. Then you can change where the ears are as well. Or you could randomize it by selecting on this randomize here to get all different sorts of looks with this model. You can do the legs as well. Let me just center this again. And let's see, you can change the feet, you can change the calf thickness. You get the idea. Teeth, you can change those. Now, unless the character is actually smiling and you don't see the teeth, then I guess changing these is not that important. If you're going to do some facial animation later on, then yeah, by all means change the teeth. The face, you can actually give it different expressions as well as a default expression. So if she looks angry, or she can look awkward, again, whatever you like really. And a lot of these, if you do facial motion capture to put on this character, you don't really need to be setting these. I guess these are just the default settings for the character if you're not going to be doing facial animation. All right, so now we've got the customize bit done, we can go to clothing, and there's a whole bunch of outfits that you can select from in here. So let's make her a police officer, so we can give her a police uniform top, and for a bottom, we give her some armor just to be something different. So it's, as I said, very much like The Sims, where you kind of mix and matching the outfits. Actually, I don't like that. I'm going to be a little bit more true and give her some tactical response pants. There we go. Shoes. Let's put on some tactical boots. Then you've got the hair that you can pick from. And of course you can always rotate to check things out and zoom in on it. Okay, it's not bad hairdo. And you've got beards and gloves and mustaches, etc. that you can add onto there. Okay, now the final thing you'll want to do is to possibly change the texture. So let's say that you don't like the color of the shirt. Click on the shirt, and then over on the right hand side you'll be able to find all of the different fabric colors. So this is the main fabric color. You've got a badge color, you've got a tie color, and you've got a base color. So you can actually click on those different sections of fabric and change the color. So you can see the shirt is this blue here. We could actually change that to, let's make it bright pink, like that. Now when you do that, you'll notice that the pockets are also a separate part, and therefore you'd need to look through the list to find where the pockets are. And let's just see if it's these ones. Sometimes it's not obvious what they are. No, so I'm doing that bit up there. Oh, there's pockets, I didn't see it. Okay, and we want to change that to a bright pink color. Okay, and you can add your own custom colors. Now, if you want these pants, for example, you want to change the color and the fabric settings, they're over here, but you can also change it by going down into these links at the bottom. So first of all, change what you want. So this is the pants color. After you've selected the one you're going to change, these options will become available. We can give a leather looking pants like that, or we want brown. This is looking quite hideous. And then we can also do the shoes, the same thing there. And you've got a whole bunch of different settings to pick from. Right, so once you've changed your character and you've got it like you want it, it's best to save a local copy of it on your own computer. So if you go File, Save or Save As, it will then ask you what you want to save the model as, which will be model like pink police dot fuse on the end. After we've done that, we're then going to animate the character with Mixamo, which I'll show you in the next video. If you'd like to learn more about 3D animation, then check out my Udemy courses at this link. And if you'd like exclusive content and access to all the project files from this YouTube channel, please sign up to Patreon.